One of the keys to maximize the life of your tires is proper rotation. So today, we're going to show you how to rotate your tires. Now, when it comes to rotating your tires, there are a number of things to keep in mind. For example, is your car front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive? Do you have a standard set of tires and rims, or are you running a staggered set where maybe the ones in the back are a little bit larger? Another example could be, do you have non-directional tires like this, or do you have a specific tread pattern that can only go one way? Let's start by talking about front-wheel drive vehicles. For these vehicles, you're going to use what's called the forward cross. Now, for the forward cross, you're going to take the wheels in the front and you're going to move them on to the back. Then what you're going to do is you're going to crisscross the wheels that were in the back and move them up to the front, just like that. Now, if you have a front-wheel drive vehicle, you can also use what's called the X pattern. Now, for the X pattern, it's just as it sounds. We're gonna make it X. So this tire is gonna go in that back corner, that tire is gonna move up here. Vice versa with these two. Now, if you have a vehicle that is rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, what you're going to do is the rearward cross. Now, this technique is exactly opposite of the frontward cross. So basically, we're going to take the wheels in the back, we're gonna move them straight up, just like that. Then with the wheels in the rear, we're gonna cross them. So with this method, the wheels in the rear come straight up, and then the ones in the front crisscross and move to the back. Now, if you're using directional tires, and those are tires that are only designed to spin in one direction, you're going to do the front to back method. And basically with this, you take the wheel in the front, you move it to the back, and then you take the wheel in the back, and you move it up to the front, and then you do the exact same thing on the other side. Now, if your car has staggered wheels, and that's when the wheels in the front are smaller than the wheels in the back, what you want to do is do a side to side. So essentially, all you're going to do is take the wheels on the left and move them over to the right, and do the same thing in the front and also in the rear. Last, we have two more techniques for those of you with a full-size spare. The first technique we're going to show you is the forward cross for front-wheel drive. For this technique, the first thing you want to do is you want to take the tires in the rear and crisscross them and put them in the front. Then take your driver's front tire and move it to the rear. Then what you do is you take the wheel that was on your passenger front, you wheel it back to where your spare is, and your spare is now your passenger rear tire. The last technique is for rear-wheel drive or four-wheel drive vehicles, is the rearward cross. For this method, you take both rear tires and you move them straight up to the front. Then you take the tire that was your passenger front and it's now the driver rear. Finally, the tire that was the driver front moves back to be the spare, and your spare moves up to be your new passenger rear. And that's how easy it is to rotate your tires. For more information and for diagrams, be sure to see the article below. Once again, my name is Brian. Thank you for watching and have a great day.